In this video, I'll show you how to create summary tax invoice. A summary tax invoice is created when your company wants to create one tax invoice for multiple invoices recorded. It can be created using either of the two ways, that is, creating it automatically by choosing the relevant invoice documents or by creating it manually using the tax invoice document. Let me show you how to create the document automatically. Go to the sales module, open invoices document. Using the keyboard, click Ctrl, and with using the mouse, select the documents of invoices for whom the tax invoice need to be created. Once selected, using the mouse right-click, go to Generate option and choose Tax Invoice Document. It will take you to the tax invoice document and all the details will be picked up from the invoice document. You can double-check the details and choose the relevant date and post the document. To create it manually, you should go to the sales document, open tax invoice document and click on create option. Once the form opens, fill in all the tabs and the fields available. On the main tab, you can enter general information about this tax invoice, the transaction type, the customer, contract, the document which is the basis for the tax invoice and the other data which depends on the configuration of your system. Firstly, fill in the transaction type, choose sales from the drop down. In the company field, select the customer or an individual or legal entity for whom the tax invoice is created. In the contract field, it is populated automatically with the default contract of the selected customer. If necessary, you can select another contract of this customer. The issuing date field allows you to specify the date for a printable version of the tax invoice which you can send by email or print and deliver to the customer. The summary checkbox is available only for the sales transaction type. Select the summary checkbox to create one tax invoice for multiple invoices. Please note, this removes the basis field from the main tab and brings up the basis tab where you can create the list of invoices. In the entity field, select the entity of your company for which this document has been created. Soon after the main tab is filled, move on to the basis tab first. The Basis tab contains a list of documents used as a basis for the tax invoice. This tab is available in following cases. If the tax invoice was generated for multiple invoice selected in the invoice list, or if in manually created tax invoice, you can select the invoice transaction type and the summary checkbox. In this case, you can select multiple invoices on this tab. To add a document to the list, click on Add button. In the Basis column, select a document of the appropriate type. Choose invoice and repeat for all the documents to be added to the tax invoice. Once the basis document is filled, go back to the Inventory and Service tab. You can see the data is filled automatically based on the basis selected, or you can click on Fill by Basis document so the data can be populated based on the basis selected on the Basis tab. Please note, this is not editable. Once all the details are filled, check the tabs and the date and post the document. You can provide the print of this tax invoice to the customer so they can recover the amount when submitting the VAT return document. That's how you can create summary tax invoice document. Please note, you can also create summary tax invoice received in the database in a similar manner. Thanks for watching the video.